Hey everyone, we are Tony and Sonya, and after more than 20 years of teaching, we finally decided we'd had enough and it was time for some adventure. So we quit our jobs, rented out our house and sold pretty much everything we owned. And while most midlife crises end up with a sports car, we bought a narrowboat called Kimberley-Jo. And along with our newest crew member Willow, we travel all over the UK's stunning and beautiful canal network. It'd be great if you came along and joined us on Same Ship, Different Day.
Join us this week as I cook up a storm in my usual messy manner in the kitchen. A beautiful sunset on our 17th wedding anniversary is ruined by a disaster. And Tony gets worried that he might have broken a lock. Join us on the Same Ship, Different Day. This morning you see us leaving Sulby Locks. We're moored just about here. We're going to stop and get some water just before the locks and then hopefully find some countryside around here somewhere to moor this afternoon. It's a bit windy today, so we'll see how we get on.
Very short first bit of this. I know we say every video, but this is particular. Just round this corner is the lead up to the pub, and just before the pub is the water point. So we're going to go up to the water point, fill up with water again, and then through the locks, 3 locks, and hopefully we're not too early and there will volunteers will be on duty, because that just makes life a lot easier.
So this is the water point, this is the pub there, 3 locks. We sat and had a nice drink in the garden in the sunshine the other day. Well, it's a bit of a race against time this morning because the wind is supposed to kick in at about 11. So it's 9 o'clock now. We don't have very far to go. We're only going up the locks and a couple of bridges. So we've got up about 8 o'clock this morning. It's about 9 o'clock now. We're going to fill with water. As you can see, we're doing that right now. I don't know what the water pressure's like here, so it could take any length of time. 3 locks. So hopefully not too long, but we want to be moored up before the wind from Stormkathleen, isn't it?
Sorry?
Stormkathleen.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Stormkathleen hits.
That's a proper one.
Oh no, it's a proper one, but I don't think it's hitting us a lot. I think it's the southwest.
It's 40 miles an hour winds at 11 o'clock it starts.
Right, so we need to be moored up by 10 or else. Right, while this is finishing, do you want to go and open the gates on the next one? And I could drive straight in. So just our luck, no volunteers on today. They've been on every day since we've been here. And yeah, none today. How's luck? And now the lock keepers are here. Yay! Should make it a bit easier. It's been a nightmare so far. It's rather windy. We have a whiny puppy. But at least it's not raining. Yay! It's cool. We've got a boat coming down now. So they'll come out, we'll go in.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.
Yep. Have a good one.
Enjoy it.
I think it's about 11 the storm comes in it.
It's that windy out.
Is it windy that way?
All right, thanks.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Sounds fun. Oh my God.
No, we're not going that far in it. We've got some higher winds, and you can see on that boat that canoe's been blown straight off. Right, so the wind is starting to pick up. Basically what's happening is this is supposed to be a beautiful spot because behind me there is a train track and quite a busy road, but we're about to go to a little bit of the canal where it kind of sweeps away from that, so you end up, hopefully, if we think this is right, you kind of end up in the middle of the countryside. So that's where we want to be mooring today. But as you can see by Sonia's hair
And face.
the wind is picking up, and this bit is quite open. So
we've been warned about it by boaters going down. We met in the lock. But this isn't even the high winds. The high winds are forecast from 11.
yeah. We're basically, we're like, you know that film where they go chasing hurricanes. We're kind of the reverse. We're trying to get away from a hurricane.
It's not a hurricane.
It could
40 miles
be.
an hour though, they reckon the winds today.
Yeah, a minute ago I just saw a cow go flying past.
It's that thing though, it's like there's been so many named storms. I don't, whether or not it's because we take more notice of the weather now than we did before, but I don't remember there being this many named storms before.
No, I don't either. I don't think I cared though. When you're younger, you don't care. When I'm not on a boat, I didn't care about storms really. Other than that one that Michael Fish got wrong.
That there was a hurricane on the way. Well, if you're watching, don't worry, there isn't.
Didn't care. Slept through that one as well, I did.
Me too.
But yeah, now all of a sudden it's like life or death, it feels like.
It's not like what But it's important. It's important. I look at the weather app all the time.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, we're just starting to get to the bit now where we start to move away from the train tracks and the road. So we'll have a little look and see what we can see. So as I was saying, you can see the train track is literally just there. And like, here's where we are. So all the moorings along here, you wouldn't want. But we are starting to, the train carries on that way, but you can see down there, we're going to start to go away from the train track. And it's looking like we're starting to get some open countryside. Which, as you know, from the last few vlogs, we've been moving a lot. This is what we've been after. So fingers crossed. Hopefully it is. I've got football tomorrow, if it's on. Mind you, this weather, chances are it won't be on. If it's on, I've got to go back and get the car.
So there's a possibility of a mooring over there, but Tony's just gone to have a look around the corner to see if there's something around that corner. Look, it's a lovely view apart from the train line. But hey ho, the wind's picking up now, so we want to really stop soon.
Right, we are all moored up. As you can see, it's a nice spot. Just have a little 360. I've got the bike out because I'm going to go back and get the car before the storm actually hits. No sign of a storm yet, by the way, but you know, we shall see.
I do enjoy cooking, and now I've got more time, I want to start doing more baking my own bread more often, and maybe the odd cake. I'm not great at it, and I do find it quite difficult in a small kitchen, but I'm going to give it a go. So today I'm going to have a go at making a spiced apple cake from the Hairy Dieters cookbook. I really like their recipes, so I'm going to give that a go, see how it comes out. I'm also quite a messy cook, so it doesn't bode well for the future. So we've got Bramley cooking apples, lemons, self-raising flour, baking powder, ground cinnamon, mixed spice, eggs, sugar, and we'll see how we get on. First things first, peel the apples and cut them into quarters. I'll peel one, you probably know how to peel an apple. So it's 750 grams of Bramley apples. So then we have all the apples. So you core, once you've cut them into quarters, you take the cores out, you core them, and then you slice them thinly. I hope that's thin enough. We'll have to see. Right, the next step is to put them in a bowl and toss them with lemon juice and lemon zest. So you need 500 grams of chopped apple weight. So I had a lot more than that, I'm sure, so I'm going to measure it all out. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Well, 492 grams. That's not bad, is it? And then the zest of, finely grated zest of half a lemon. So I'll save this lemon for G&T later. Right, so I've added a tablespoon of lemon juice and the finely grated zest of half a lemon, and then you just toss it all in, apparently. Never made this cake before in my life. You wouldn't be able to tell. Right, so I've got 250 grams of self-raising flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, which I love. Cinnamon and apples, just like, oh, heaven. And 1 teaspoon of mixed spice. I'm using half teaspoons because my teaspoon measure doesn't fit in my jar. So I need 2 eggs, 100 grams of demerara sugar, and 200 mils of semi-skimmed milk. Now, the problem I have is it says mix this in a medium bowl. I don't have a medium bowl. I have one bowl and it's got my flour in it. So I'm improvising. Maybe I need to go and buy more bowls before I start cooking. We'll see how this goes. I'm not sure it's going to go very well at all now. Right, 1, 2 eggs. My jug. I would use my jug, but my jug has got my chicken tikka masala marinating in it. So, oh my god. Oh well, never mind. I'm going to add the 100 grams of demerara sugar plus 2 tablespoons. So it's 130 grams. Oh my god. No, the 2 tablespoons is for later.
I was about to say, that sounds really weird. Why not just say 230?
It's okay.
Made no sense to me whatsoever.
It's okay.
Again, never saw Jamie Oliver doing this.
Right, so we're going to have to resort to using a saucepan. And I'm just going to add 100 mils of sunflower oil. Now I'm going to whisk all the wet ingredients together. Right, I'm just going to combine the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients and then get rid of all the lumps with the whisk. It's a good job I only need one more bowl. Right. Stir it all in, making sure it's all combined, and then at the end I'll give it a whisk to get rid of all those lumps. Smells delicious though. Doesn't look too great, but it smells really nice. Right, that's pretty well mixed. I'm going to toss the apples in the mixture and then put it in the tin. Sorry, stop it. Right, and I just pour it into my 23 centimetre spring tin with a parchment paper underneath. And just make sure all the apples are spread out nicely. Just make sure the apples are spread about the mixture evenly. I don't want a bit of non-apple-y bit. Right, this is not a how-to. This is a how I did it. I'm sure there are much easier and better ways. But that's how I've done it. Now, the last little bit, 2 tablespoons of demerara sugar on top. So that's what it looks like. I'm just going to put it in the oven now. Gas mark 170 for about an hour until the apples are cooked through and the thingy rises. I'm going to put that in. Fingers crossed. Right, so I think it's ready. Right, it looks and smells delicious. So now I'm just going to enjoy my slice of cake with a cup of coffee and my nanny mug, and that is it. A little splash of single cream.
We were just having a nice anniversary meal. Sun was setting outside, went out, took a video of it, which you will see. And then what happened, Son?
Oh, I've got a wine glass that doesn't have a very thick stem.
Yeah, it's a rubbish wine glass.
And it went over. It's red wine, it was full, all over our cream dinette cushions.
Yeah.
So I quickly got the salt on it.
So you can see the salt's gone pink, so it's taken a lot of it up.
Some of it. I'm just going to put it through the washing machine and hope that this will get the stain out, and it's washable. If it's not washable, it'll be ruined, but it's ruined anyway, so we might have to get new Dunnet covers. I'm in grey this time, shall we?
Yeah, see, this is all a ploy. Anyone watching this who knows Sonya, this is just a ploy. I've been suckered in here. Right, son, moment.
Moment of truth. Not a mark.
Hey, your plan didn't work.
No, I wanted a nice grey one. But that's really good news. Only, let's just hope they haven't shrunk.
Oh, I mean, the next thing.
As long as they've not shrunk, we are good to go.
Golden.
We're going to have to wash the other ones now. There's a bit of a discoloration, but nothing major.
No,
You can barely see it.
No.
So yeah, it's really good. Really good news. Right, so today we're going to be leaving Old Linslade. It's been a lovely little mooring. The weather, there's been a break in the weather, so we're off. We're going to go to the services here in Leighton Buzzard, and then we're going to head on through Leighton Buzzard and moor up somewhere over here in the countryside somewhere. It's going to be a reasonable cruise today, probably about 2 hours. It should be just about right, and we've got a couple of locks to do. So join us for the cruise. Good morning. It's time for us to set off. We're just leaving Old Linslade now. Weather's not as sunny as it was yesterday, but it's definitely not as windy, so we're dead pleased about that. And we're all ready to go. Not far, probably about 2 hours today, plus some water and the services in the middle. But yeah, hoping for a lovely cruise. Looks quite tranquil and peaceful now after the winds of yesterday. My goodness, the boat was rocking everywhere. But yeah, look, beautiful still. We're ready to go on our cruise? Yes, we are, son.
Right, so it just looks like we've got something around the props. As you can see, it's all coming out to the side, not straight behind us. So it looks like it's kind of impeding it slightly. We've lost a lot of power. So the plan is we're going to limp on.
Limp on to the services and do it all there. We've got something, you know, it's not like dire,
Yeah.
but it's just not normal.
So we're just going to pull over onto the Armco here and just get it sorted before we continue our journey.
I do have history of calling a blocked prop, and when Tony goes into the weed hatch, there's nothing around it, so...
Yeah, a big history of that. If I've been down there 5 times, I think only twice there's been something around it.
But it's best to be safe.
Watch this space. The good thing is, it's not wet as I lay down, because that's normally the worst one.
But obviously Tony's got help now. Stand back. So we use the hammer because it has to be really, really tight. Because if water comes in, that can sink your boat in a heartbeat.
But yeah, I've done it in the past when Sonia's fake called it, and the water, we're covered in mud and water, and I've got to lay down in it. But today that's not the case.
So it's not too bad. But he'll let me know about it if it's empty. It's been a while.
The point not opened it since we did the move.
No. Right, so as you can see, the water level there. And the prop is in there, so when Tony puts his hand in, he should be able to feel what's around.
There's definitely some stuff there. There's a plastic bag, yeah.
Plastic bag.
Hope it's not a poo bag. You called it right, son.
Called it right. So that's it. That is our hatch hole. And we put this on nice and straight. Our new.
I like the way you say that. Oh, my shoulder.
Right, so as you can see, we're now nice and central. A clear prop. Looks like like this used to be a swing bridge here.
Most awkward water point you could ever get is just literally straight off the bridge here, and there's nowhere else to wait. So we're going to just try and reverse a little bit. Hopefully when they go we better get in then. But it's not like we can wait before, because that's where the bridge is.
All right, brilliant. All right. Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
I really appreciate it.
This was a bit of luck. The bloke there has just walked down and said they've got the mooring just under the bridge, and if we want, they'll just move it along a bit. So they moved it up, we came down under the bridge and got the perfect spot to wait for the services. Turned out it was him and his mate. They move boats for a living. Two really nice blokes, and we really appreciate the fact they moved up for us.
But if you've ever got to get water at Leighton Buzzard, it's straight after the Tesco's, but you need to be ready for it. There is just room for one boat, but you have to go under a bridge so you can't see it. Both directions there's two bridges, so behind me, that bridge there is just round the corner, so you just can't see it. So it's probably worth pull over before at the Tesco spot, or just along here as well, this side of it, and then walk down and have a look. Because honestly, I don't know how Sonya did it, she just reversed back under a bridge to the mooring spot. But the good thing is, the other thing as well is if you've got rubbish, it's not at the same place to water point. You have to go over the bridge, like away from Tesco's, and you've got all the bins on the left-hand side there, which we never saw.
Like the industrial bit, like the retail part.
That's it, yeah. So, we're now back on the move again. We're heading for, we had a little look online, and there's Grove Park, where there's got a really nice pub, it looks like. So there's Grove Park Lock, and then it goes on to Churchlock. It's about a mile between the two of them, but just all around there looks absolutely gorgeous, looks really, really nice. So we're trying to find it so that we've got some like walks that we could do with Willow, and it looks like there's some that you can go off the towpath, which is ideal. So that's where we're heading now. So we've got one lock to do, shouldn't be too long, and then that's it. And we hope we've got enough food to last us through to at least Thursday. Let's see how that goes. Oh, and behind me, you can just see another swan nesting. They're everywhere. They're huge, the swan nests as well. In the water, it looks like part of the lock, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It's got holes in it as well.
Oh, God knows. Don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Finished?
Here we are. We are between Churchlock and Grovelock. Really nice spot. There's only go on.
I wouldn't say between, we're pretty much at Churchlock. So we're like a couple of boats down from Churchlock.
Yeah. Well, are we past Churchlock?
No.
Are we past Grovelock?
Yes. Alright, we're between Churchlock and Grovelock.
I know what you mean, though. We're not really, but yeah.
We're right on top, basically on top of Churchlock at the moment, but
Yeah.
it's exactly what we were looking for. Really rural, got a sheep field next to us, beautiful view out that side to the farm.
Did you say a sheep field?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Field of sheep. What did you think I said?
Well, I was just saying it wasn't that bad. It doesn't look that bad a field.
Jesus. Anyway, yeah, so exactly what we were looking for. So we're going to spend a couple of days here and see how the week pans out.
Yeah. As always, thanks for coming along with us. We appreciate all of you, every single one of you, even you.
Anyway, thanks for all. I'm not going to say it again. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting. Love it.
Love it.
Stay with us, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah,
or on Tuesday.
Yeah. See you sometime, hopefully. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thanks again for watching this week's vlog. If you click the box on the left, you get taken to some random YouTube recommendation video. If you click the box on the right, you go to our playlist of all our vlogs in order. And if you click the circle, you get to subscribe to our channel. And remember, that is completely free.